Alright, magandang umaga muli po, magandang tanghali, magandang gabi, depending on where you are located right now. Again, we are broadcasting live, and even if we are separated miles and miles apart, we are one. We do not have distance. We are not affected by time. We are one. We are now on diary entry number 837 from the Diary of Saint Faustina Kowalska, Divine Mercy in My Soul. December 31, 1936. The radio is always playing in the afternoon, so I feel the loss of silence. All morning long there is ceaseless talk and noise. My God, I was looking forward to being in silence, happy that I should be talking only with the Lord. And here it is just the opposite. Yet nothing disturbs me now, neither the talking nor the radio. In a word, nothing. By the grace of God, when I am praying, I do not even know where I am. I know only that my soul is united with the Lord, and thus I pass my days in this hospital. Disyembre 21, 1936. Laging bukas ang radyo sa hapon kung kaya parang nagkukulang ako ng katahimikan. Sa buong umaga naman walang humpay ang usapan at ingay. Diyos ko, ninanais ko ang pagkakaroon ng katahimikan na masayang nakikipag-usap sa Panginoon. Subalit ang kabaligtaran ang nagaganap. Subalit wala nang nakagagambala sa akin ngayon, ang usapan man o ang radyo. Sa isang salita, wala. Sa biyaya ng Diyos, kapag ako ay nananalangin, hindi ko na alam kung nasaan ako. Ang alam ko lamang ay kaisa ng aking kaluluwa ang Panginoon. Kung kaya dumaraan ang mga araw ko sa ospital na ito. Alright. Most of us are living in the urban areas. Hindi naman tayo katulad ng mga kapatid natin na nasa US, nasa ibang bansa, no? Medyo may distansya yung mga bahay. So, there is completely peace. Maliban na lamang kung sa bahay nila mismo maingay, no? Alam niyo naman mga bagets ngayon. Malakas magpatugtog ng radyo or ng music, no? Internet music, Spotify, whatever. May mga games, no? In our house, the computer room is at least having two people playing at the same time. May shouting, cursing, even cursing, no? Parang normal na lang yun. Pag naglalaro, ang tawag nila trash talk, no? Ewan ko ba, ba't ganun yung kultura gamers? But anyway, there's noise everywhere, no? Kapag, lalo na kapag tayo ay nasa yung dikit-dikit na bahay, na may away ang kapitbahay, early in the morning, marinig mo, may nagbabatuhan sa kabila. Kami, malapit kami sa barangay hall, no? Poblasyon area ang bahay namin eh. Pero hindi naman kami katulad doon sa dikit-dikit na bahay na walang privacy. But basically, the noise is in the house, not outside the house. But sometimes, pag may mga away, no, mga kung ano-anong gulo, dahil malapit nga kami sa barangay, minsan, like 3 a.m. ka, nagdadasal ka, bigla na lang may magbabatuan, may maghihiyawan sa kalsada, nandun na sa barangay, no. And this is also one of my problems, yung how to achieve silence in the house kasi actually in the house, in our house, it is open 24 hours. Parang may shifting kami dito, no? Kasi the the bagets. My bagets would be playing hanggang madaling araw. And then ako naman magigising ng madaling araw, so matutulog na sila maya-maya. So, literally, ano yan, 24 hours nga bukas ang aming ilaw. So, dati, struggle din sa akin yung location. Kung saan ako mag 3 a.m., saan ako mag-meditate, no? Saan ako magdadasal. Because, though there's enough space, pero hindi ko makita yung space na yun. So, everywhere I go, they would follow me. Ewan ko ba itong mga bata? They would really follow me. Create ako ng space. Andun na naman sila. Although may fixed space, may gagambala at gagambala. But over time, I got used to it. Paano nga ba magdadasal in the midst of silence, in the midst of very uncomfortable noise? Ang hirap. Like in the case of Faustina, she was in the hospital, no? She would hear people talking, may mga chismisan, and then yun nga na maingay ang radyo. I don't know why the radio is always very loud in the afternoon. It's in the hospital. No? Tataka ako ba't ganun. But anyway, so normal yan. And sometimes also you will be distracted by the noise of vehicles, the noise of the dogs barking, no? Online. I mean, hindi sa akin, kundi minsan yung mga audio nyo magiging uh, unmuted and then we would hear from the background. So minsan no, ka na sa state of uh, very very you are already in the state of bliss, no? Kumbaga parang ganon, tahimik ka na, nakapikit ka pa, no? Dasal ka ng maigi. Then minsan magugutla ka, may maingay sa background. Pero ako mapapansin nyo, very tolerant na ako dyan. If ever I would hear something in the background, ano ko lang yan, i-mute ko lang. Sorry, minsan, no? Nagkakamali ako ng pindot, lahat na mute. Pero, but anyway, no? Tolerant na ako sa mga ganyan. Even in the 24-hour chaplet, pag may mga ganun ding noise, I don't get irritated by, usually kasi these are the senior citizens who are not used to using the gadget. So, hindi nila lang magagawin. So, ako very tolerant. I mean, I don't really get irritated when hearing those. Kasi normal yun eh. People are getting used to it, lalo na kung may mga bago, di pa masyadong marunong. Okay lang po yun sa akin. No, pero with other people, this very, parang disturbing. Like kanina, I was looking for my microphone and naiwan ko dun sa bag because I was in an overnight meeting kahapon. So, hindi pa ako nakapag-unpack ng bag, ng gamit sa bag. So, my headset is still in the bag. Ang meron ako yung microphone lang. And so, I do not have the speaker. Pag sinaksa ko yung microphone, hindi kasi pwede na yung microphone ng laptop ang gagamitin dahil yung background masyadong maririnig. No? So, may istorbo naman din kayo. No? So, I am used to using the headset or the microphone alone. Kaya lang when I use the microphone alone, I would not be able to hear the audio from the computer. So, kanina, I don't know why hininaan ko naman I lowered the volume ng background music. Bakit biglang tumaas? So, I didn't know yun, tumaas. And then, I repeated it, no, yung I attempted to zero yung volume na, no. Pero napansin ko, bakit hindi pa rin? So, hanggang sa ginawa ko na lang, pinatay ko na lang. I didn't know what happened. No? But, anyway, these are disturbances. Ay ko tamang-tama naman itong audio ko na nagluloko. No? So, anyway, while you were praying the chaplet, I grabbed my earphone. Kaya medyo nagtagal ako kasi naka-roll pa siya eh. paikot. So I had to, to untangle it, no? Kasi ano na, kaya na-delay ako ng konti. So these things are disturbances. Paano nga ba yung patience natin? Kanina habang inaalis ko yung buhol nung kasi inikot ko eh. So, inaalis ko yung buhol ng earphones. Ano ba yun? Pero still, I found myself relaxed. Anyway, they can wait. Sabi ko, they can wait. So these are disturbances which are normal. Pero honestly, I still haven't learned how to meditate amidst great noise. Pag talagang maingay, naiiyak na lang ako na hindi ko ma-achieve yung peace. No? But when riding in public transportation, bus, jeep, no, nakakapag-chaplet ako dyan. Kahit na, alam niyo naman sa jeep, no, maingay yung makina, may mga katabi kang ganun. Pag ganun, kayang-kaya ko mag-chaplet. In traffic, ganun din. Kahit ma-traffic, mainit, nagagawa ko yun. Pero yung achieving a perfect meditation amidst noise, hindi ko pa yun nagagawa. Although yung irritation, wala na yun. Hindi na ako ganun ka-irritate. So what is the key to meditating when everything around you is noisy or there are several disturbances? So number one is you have to be aware. How to be aware? So halimbawa, you are already praying your chaplet or when you are meditating without vocalizing anything, no? Because when meditating, kasi the difference between meditation and prayer, yung meditation, you focus on something. Yung nakasanayan kasi natin, halimbawa, when we pray the chaplet, may voice, no? May mga sinasabi tayong words, no? But we can also pray in silence. So that is meditation. When you are meditating and focusing, for instance, on the Divine Mercy, you are just gazing at the image of the Divine Mercy without praying the chaplet, for instance. Now, you're just practicing silence um, or praying without any words. Tapos maingay sa paligid. You just have to be aware. Sige. Put your consciousness at what is happening around you. So, isipin mo, ano na yan. Pakinggan mo kung it is the dog barking, kumakahol na aso, or yung dumadaan na tricycle or anything sa kalsada if you live near the road. Just be aware on what's happening around you. And then go back. Focus on yourself. Focus on the breath. Just observe. Feel your breathing. Just listen to your breath. You may focus on the inhalation and exhalation. If you are not relaxed, you simply do the breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And so when you refocus on something, you forget about the things that are happening around you. You forget about the barking of the dog or the vehicles passing by. Because you are able to accept everything around you. And then you achieve peace. It is like when you are into deep thinking of your problem, all the things around you, you do not hear, hindi mo narinig. Tinatawag ka na pala ng anak mo or anyone. Di mo narinig because you are deeply engrossed in thinking of something kung may problema. So it is just refocusing. And we may try this. Subukan natin. We can start by closing our eyes. It would also be better if we can meditate with our eyes open. But let's just close our eyes so it would be simpler and easier. Listen to the sound of your fan, electric fan being turned on. Sa mga oras na to, sensitibo ang ating tainga sa kung anumang noise meron because this is early dawn. Just observe what is happening around you. Kung gising na kasama mo sa bahay, dumadaan sa harap mo, just observe. Let the person passing by. Kung tumitinaw, be aware. Focus on your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do the breathing until you have become relaxed. Now paint the image of the Divine Mercy in your mind. Habang pikit ang ating mga mata, masdan natin ang imahe ng banal na awa. Masdan natin ang kanyang mga mata. Maamong mga mata. Masdan natin ang kanyang kamay. Saan yung nagbabasbas. Kapiling natin ang banal na awa sa mga sandaling ito. Ngayon ay masdan naman natin ang mga sinag na bumubukal sa kanyang dibdib. Again, with our eyes closed, habang nakapikit ang ating mga mata, let the red and pale rays transform into actual blood and water. Just imagine it. Visualize it. Ang puting liwanag ay nagiging tubig at ang pulang liwanag ay nagiging dugo. Ang paghahalo ng dugo at tubig ng ating Panginoon ay bumabalot sa ating buong pagkatao. Nililinis tayo mula sa lahat ng ating karumihan at pagkatapos tayong linisin ng banal na tubig ng ating Panginoon, pinupuspos naman tayo ng kanyang banal na dugo, ng kanyang dalisay na dugo na nagbibigay sa atin ng panibagong lakas at buhay. sandaling katahimikan. Damin lang natin ang presensya ng banal na awa. At sa ganitong paraan, tayo ay nakakapasok sa ating sarili, sa ating kaluluwa, at nagkakaroon ng mas intimate na relasyon ng pakikipag-usap sa pamamagitan ng pananalangin. Nadarama natin ang presensya ng Divine Mercy sa kabila ng kung anumang mayroong kaganapan sa ating paligid.